My husband has always wanted kids, but now that we have triplets, he hates their existence and makes them cry. Now he's talking up a new girl for a new life over his used wife. I, 35F, have been with my husband, 42M, for 8 years, married for 7. Due to a health issue my husband suffered, he developed fertility issues, and we had to get medical assistance to be able to have our children because if we didn't, he'd probably never have kids. So we did just that. We went through fertility treatments, even if it meant spending a fortune in doing so, because it would mean bringing in his own biological children into the world. He has wanted them for so long, so when I finally gave birth to our beautiful miracles, I thought he would be happy. Now, he's become cold, withdrawn, and constantly in competition with his own infant children. If I hold the children, he gets frustrated. Anytime they take my attention away, he gets completely pissed off. He's always in a foul mood, irritable, and just downright nasty. I don't understand it. Why is he like this? Our children are barely 6 months old, and they won't stop crying every time he's near. It's like they can sense his negativity. I tried talking to him. I've suggested he take interest in the kids and spend more time with us as a family, as I know it can sometimes take a little longer for parents to bond with their children, but this is downright scary to experience. He's full of jealousy and envy. He sees our children as competition for my time and affections. A few times now, he has made comments about feeling frustrated that I still breastfeed our children. The thing is, we mix feed, so he has had ample opportunity to feed them, and he just doesn't. He also said that this, meaning our life and our marriage after children, wasn't what he thought it would be like. I mean, what did he expect? A single baby cries, and 3 of them cry a lot. He wanted these children, he pushed for them, and now he does this to me? I never thought this would ever be me. I have tried talking to him, but he just brushes me off. I've suggested counseling, but he refuses. He tells me it's all in my head. I want to save this marriage, but I am scared I won't be able to, and maybe it's not worth saving. He comes home later every day. He avoids us on the weekends and any time he has off. I'm not ashamed to say that I went through his phone, and there are a lot of flirtatious texts between him and a Jessica. I don't think anything has happened between them, but it sure looks like they are building up to it. I haven't said anything because I'm afraid. Where do I go with 3 children, with no money and no family that can help me? I haven't worked in 2 years, and I've spent all my savings on having these children. My mind is in a complete meltdown. I can't sleep, I can't think, and I'm always exhausted. What the hell happened? Is this him now forever? Update 1. Thank you to the person who suggested I should watch his interactions with my babies more closely and frequently. Not even hours after I posted here asking for advice, I caught him pinching my son in a malicious manner. While I was scrolling on here and replying to people, I decided to check my baby monitor, and I watched my husband enter our children's room and insult them in a hushed and whispery tone. I couldn't make out much of what he was saying, but he was without a doubt telling them that he hated them and wished they weren't alive. Then he pinched my son, and my baby boy didn't even cry, which made me think he's done this many times before. It all happened so fast, and by the time I could make sense of what was happening on the monitor, he was already walking down the hallway and down the stairs. At the same time, I had leapt off the sofa and pretty much tackled him as he came off the stairs. We got into a physical and verbal altercation. We fought, argued, and shouted for hours. I guess the police were called by the neighbors because the next thing I know, the police are knocking on my door. I explained the situation to the police, and the officers said that they could not prove that my baby was harmed since he didn't have a bruise, and my baby monitor was only on live feed and not simultaneously recording. Eventually, they got my husband to agree to pack a bag and leave, and he left reluctantly. He has since been blowing up my phone, begging for forgiveness, talking about how he's been depressed and stressed by the babies, and that his anxiety and jealousy got the best of him. I just responded once, telling him to go screw himself. I've also been in contact with a lawyer, and she's advised me to leave him unblocked in case he further incriminates himself. I don't even recognize who this man is. Where did all this come from? Edit. Before y'all start jumping down my throat, I'm absolutely getting a divorce, and I will do everything in my power to get full custody. I did take my children to our family doctor, and they are in good health, and there are no other signs of abuse. I've filed a report with the police, and my lawyer is dealing with it. I'm also about to start the process of divorce.